In the floating realm of Aetheria, massive gears turn amidst the clouds as the morning sun casts a golden glow over a vast steampunk landscape. Airships drift lazily over emerald hills, where the mechanical wonders of the sky meet the timeless beauty of the earth in a perfect, peaceful harmony. Tucked away at the very edge of the city lies a humble workshop, where the scent of oil and the sound of ticking clocks fill the air. Jake, a young man consumed by his craft, works tirelessly through the dawn, his eyes reflecting the exhaustion of a soul desperate for a breakthrough. His fingers tremble as he handles the intricate components of his masterpiece, believing that speed and efficiency are the only paths to achieving true greatness. The rhythmic ticking of 1,000 clocks surrounds him, a constant reminder that time is slipping away, yet he feels he is moving much too slowly. A sudden click echoes through the room as Jake stumbles upon a secret hidden for decades within the weathered wood of his father's ancient work desk. He uncovers the blueprints for the Chronos Accelerator, a forbidden machine designed to hasten the flow of time and reach the pinnacle of success instantly. Driven by ambition, Jake works through the dead of night, ignoring the warnings of the past to build a device that promises a shortcut to glory. He carefully places glowing energy stones into the core, each one humming with a dangerous power that threatens to unravel the very fabric of his life. The sapphire light dances in his pupils, mirroring the hunger in his heart to skip the long years of labor and become a master overnight. A chilling blue aura fills the room, casting a shadow over the warm memories of his family that sit neglected on the dusty wooden shelves. Jake does not notice, as the faces in his family photographs begin to blur, the price of his shortcut already being extracted from his very soul. Why spend 30 years in patient practice when victory can be seized in a single night? Jake has chosen to trade his journey for the destination. The device pulses with a rhythmic beat, a mechanical heart that demands a sacrifice of life for every moment it hastens toward his hollow goal. With the final piece in place, he stands on the precipice of a new reality, ready to burn through his future to reach the finish line. The moment he activates the watch, a violent ripple of light explodes, tearing through the workshop and trapping Jake in a vortex of accelerated time. Outside the window, days and nights flash by like strobe lights, the sun and moon chasing each other in a frantic, dizzying race across the sky. Jake stands frozen in time while his masterpiece assembles itself by magic, gears flying together to create a clock that should have taken decades to build. Glowing strands of light are ripped from his chest, his most precious memories being consumed as fuel for the machine's unnatural and terrifying speed. The image of his mother's smile and the scent of the garden where he played as a child are erased, turned into nothing but dust. The woman he once loved disappears into the void, her face becoming a blank memory as he trades his heart for a piece of cold metal. The very walls of his sanctuary crumble and age under the weight of the temporal storm, reflecting the decay of a life lived too fast. He is swapping every precious moment for a hollow shell of success, realizing too late that the path he took has no way of turning back. When the sun finally stabilizes, a masterpiece of unparalleled beauty stands finished, its gold and silver surfaces shining brilliantly in the calm morning light. The people of Aetheria gather in the grand square, their faces turned upward in amazement at the genius who created such a wonder in one night. Jake stands before the cheering masses, receiving the highest honors of the land, surrounded by a spectacle of color that feels strangely cold and empty. The glory is blinding, yet it carries a shallow, artificial sting, like a dream that is too bright to be real and too loud to hear. He looks at the clock he built, finding it flawless and cold, a machine without a soul, because its creator gave nothing of himself to it. Among the thousands of cheering fans, he sees a woman weeping, her eyes fixed on him with a depth of emotion he simply cannot comprehend. Her face is familiar, like a melody he once knew, but the memory has been stolen, leaving only a hollow ache in his chest where love should be. He reaches for a photograph of his loved ones, But the paper shows only blank, white shapes, the people he cherished erased by his own greed. The applause becomes a dull roar, fading into a silence that screams his name, leaving him standing alone at the very peak of his hollow victory. His heart pounds like a hammer against his ribs, a frantic rhythm that reminds him he is now a stranger in his own life and heart. The sun dips below the horizon, and the festive air turns frigid as Jake realizes that Vin Quang means nothing when there is no one left. Driven by a sudden, sharp terror, Jake flees the stage and sprints back to his workshop, desperate to undo the damage he has done to himself. He strikes the machine with all his might, hoping to break the spell and reclaim the years he threw away in his pursuit of instant fame. Tears of regret fall onto the cold brass, but the machine is silent, its power spent, and the time it stole can never be returned to him. The sanctuary of his craft has become a graveyard of ambition, filled with the wreckage of a device that took everything and gave back nothing real. He is the master of time, yet he has no time left to remember who he was, or why he ever wanted to be great at all. He runs to the river, seeking the comfort of a childhood memory, but the water flows past him, indifferent to the man who tried to outrun it. The mountains stand tall and silent, mocking his haste with their eternal patience, reminding him that true beauty and strength take eons to forge properly. He closes his eyes and reaches for his father's hand, but finds only a void where his past used to be, a library of empty books. Everything he valued has slipped through his fingers like sand, leaving him a rich man in gold, but the poorest soul in all of Aetheria. He falls to the earth, crushed by the weight of his hollow success, finally understanding that some things are only precious because they take time. The physical toll of his choice manifests overnight. His hair turns silver, and his skin creases with the weight of years he never actually lived. Now, an old man in spirit and body, he sits quietly by the window, watching the sun set on a life he rushed to finish too soon. He holds a simple wooden gear, a relic of his early days, the only thing that reminds him of the joy of working with his own hands. His eyes reflect a new wisdom, born of a heavy price, as he learns to appreciate the slow beauty of a single, fleeting moment of peace. The golden hour light fills the room, offering a final embrace to the man who finally understands that the journey was always the most important part. His workshop stands as a testament to a lesson learned too late, a small point of light in a world that continues to turn with patience. As the light fades, the message remains clear. Don't rush through the flowers of life, for the end comes soon enough for everyone who lives. True success is a garden that requires the steady rain of time to grow. Never burn your life away just to reach the finish line.